I was in rural India in 2017 doing a story on cooking options. I think I mentioned earlier, 500 million people on the planet still cook on firewood or dung. And so among the areas where there is no we, there's no we for energy. The right-hand picture is my sister's small apartment in New York City, which is probably in New York City is super efficient in terms of energy. Her apartment is efficient, but she has natural gas. Now it's being called fossil gas increasingly. And as I said earlier, in dealing with the realities that we were just discussing in developing countries, often the challenge is having any opportunity for energy other than firewood. There's no we for vulnerability. Again, this is vividly clear here in the United States in terms of who is most affected by flooding. It's property for the wealthy and it's people. It's deaths for those who are displaced, marginalized, or poor. I had the privilege in 2016 of visiting both Singapore and Nairobi. And these two places, I didn't realize this till afterwards. They're both 85 miles from the equator. One is this giant slum in Nairobi, the Matari slum. The other is Gardens by the Bay, which I'm sure some of you have seen. And Gardens by the Bay is like the perfect crystallization, literally, of the reality that if you're wealthy and technologically able, you can insulate yourself from the climate. If you've been there, there's one of those giant domes that is essentially the Mediterranean climate. So you're 80 miles from the equator and it's 70 degrees and there's oregano bushes. And that says so much about the divides we face in the world.